childish game. Do you ever feel the same? Well, maybe we could change. Turn the ship.
I grew up surrounded by aunts and uncles. They taught me to play cards and made me laugh. I thought I was safe with them. I didn't know what it was to have a real father, someone who protected me. For me, a father was someone who caused problems, because generally I was just a bother for him. I remember once he showed up after dark, thinking it was just hilarious. He told me, "I'm sorry, I completely forgot about you. I was at the bar with a friend." And that was my father.
Her relationship with her dad was always tense because he wasn't made to be a father.
He drank a lot, and often he would get carried away and become extremely violent. I grew up in an environment, a house where violence reigned. I started to use marijuana. It helped me to sleep, and things were so difficult at home, with my father, with life, that I felt like I needed the drugs to survive. One day he caught me disobeying him and threatened to kill me. That's how I knew that if I went home again, it would be the end of me. I found myself living on the street, so I didn't have any sort of normal adolescent life. All my energy was tied up in where I could sleep and what I was going to eat. Heroin offered me comfort. I had tried so many drugs and I was strong. I didn't imagine I would become addicted. In fact, heroin is a trap. I lost control and spent 8 months in rehab. 2 months after my long recovery, I felt like I was in control of my life again. I felt good and strong. But I returned to my same neighborhood and I met the same people from my old life. When I realized what I had done, that I had destroyed all my effort to escape heroin, I was so desperate and discouraged. I thought my life was over. I thought I could never escape this. I waited for death, but death didn't come and the time was slipping away. I wanted to end it before my boyfriend woke up and I thought, this is going to take hours. So I took the knife and I plunged it into my heart. I thought that finally it would be over and I would be dead.
Sabrina arrived at the medical center under drugs such as heroin and prescription drugs. She had cut her arteries. All those injuries put together, or only one of them could have killed her. But stabbing in the left side of the heart should have been fatal.
I had 2 heart attacks that lasted more than 20 minutes. They had to transfuse 11 liters of blood.
We even performed the surgery without medication because she was already so heavily drugged. It's an exceptional case.
my cousin came to pray with me. When I came out of the coma, I weighed 37 kilos. I was skin and bones. I was very weak. After that, my cousin was always talking to me about God and how He had saved me. She would invite me to church and I always said no. I met a friend of my cousin's. When I saw him with his Bible, I thought to myself, poor boy, what a waste of time with this old book written by men. He talked to me about Jesus, about a father sacrificing his son. It was really strange, and I couldn't make any sense of it. I wondered, was I risking hell? So I wanted to prove that God wasn't real. I started talking to this Jesus, and I told him all about my life. As I talked, I realized I had done things that I wasn't proud of. Finally, I said to him, listen, for me drugs are my whole life. I have smoked since I was 12. I can't go a single day without smoking something. I can conceive of my life without drugs. So I said to him, if you set me free from all of these drugs, then I will believe and follow you. And I barely finished my sentence when God's power fell on me. And I was filled with so much love and peace and joy. It was so extraordinary and so concrete. So I said, wow, God really does exist. It's true, because it was so real. I was completely delivered from my addiction to drugs. That night, I slept like a baby. I hadn't slept so peacefully since I was a child.
Since she met God, Sabrina is completely changed. It's day and night.
God helped me to forgive my father. I called him and I said, Papa? It was hard to get the words out of my mouth. Papa, I love you. And it was incredible that day. He cried on the phone. It was very, very emotional.
I am very happy. It was the best thing that could happen to her.
When I realize all that the Lord has done in my life, I have a heart now to tell people and carry this message of hope to others. Because God has made such a distinct difference in my life.
I'm extremely happy because I met Sabrina in an extreme situation and I have seen her change. I've been very touched the last 15 years or so. Every Christmas I get a letter telling me how her life is progressing. I'm very proud of her.
I'm not perfect. I am a work in progress. But now I am never alone. Now I know why I live and why I'm here, and most of all, I am happy to live because I didn't have that before.